James, there's been a real buzz around this fixture since the draw. How has this week been as you prepare to face the European champions?
Yeah, it's exciting for us. It's a nice break from the league, and when you have a break from the league, in normal circumstances, sometimes you don't play, and it can be frustrating. So, for us to have a break and have this bonus game is fantastic for everybody involved with the club, and it really puts us back on the map.
6,000 fans are going to Stamford Bridge. How do you feel about that as the manager?
Yeah, very proud. I'm sure if we'd have been given more of an allocation, we'd have sold those as well. There's some disappointed supporters that couldn't quite get tickets, but hopefully we can have some more big games in the future, and it's not just about this one alone. But the 6,000, yeah, obviously will be loud and proud, I'm sure, and hopefully they travel safe down there and we'll see them there.
Does it feel like a game and an opportunity that this group, this club, the fans deserve almost, given what has happened here, and it's an occasion that can be enjoyed by all regardless of the result?
Yeah, it is. It's a nice marker to say. I've heard quite a bit of comments, etc., in the town when I've been around the last week about them getting their club back, or we're getting our club back. And again, this is a marker for that. It's a fantastic opportunity for all of us involved to go against the European champions. It doesn't get any better than that in football, and that's why you work every day. Some players have worked 10 years for this opportunity to have this day, and it's a day to remember and enjoy. But you only enjoy it if you're professional in what you do and you perform to your maximum, which I have no doubt. I trust the change room, and we're going there and to try and win the game.
As a manager, what's it like putting together a game plan for a match like this?
Yeah, it hit home about Tuesday, really, when you look at, they bring up a lot of complications to the opposition. So as an opposition coach, to try and dominate the space in a certain area of the pitch comes a lot of complications, and they can turn a game on its head because they've got players that can do that. So trapping the space will be hard for us, but I'm sure we can give a good account of ourselves, and hopefully we take the most of our moments, because we will have moments in the game.
What advice can you give to your players so that they can manage this occasion in the best possible way?
Don't let the day slip you by. So prepare normally, like you normally do, because they've been outstanding since I've been in the last 14 months, and our record demonstrates that, how well the group's done. It's just a case of not letting this opportunity slip you by and enjoying it, but also afterwards it's important to enjoy it with your families and your friends as well that have had a major part in you getting here. So, like I said, some players won't have this opportunity again. Other players are at different stages of their career where they're hoping to have it regularly. So we've got a whole mix in that change room, but the most important thing, the overriding thing, is to enjoy it, to enjoy the occasion, and do your families and friends proud as well as yourselves.
On a personal level, what will this experience be like, do you think?
Well, obviously working in elite youth level and spending time at Chelsea and other Premier League clubs, Cat 1 clubs, it's a little bit different because you normally play them at training grounds or in front of low crowds. This is obviously different. It's on a bigger scale, if you like. But at that level also you have game players that can change the game on its head. So we've got to make sure, all I'm interested in is setting up the team to perform to their maximum. And yeah, it's exciting for me to go against Thomas. His background's similar to mine in terms of him giving up in his 20s playing because of an injury or whatever. So yeah, there's a similar background there. I like to concentrate on not the resources he's got, but actually if you look at his game plans, the way he sets up his team, the way they work in different ways in and out of possession. They played two different shapes in and out of possession the other day against Tottenham, and it worked really well. And look, he's a peer working at the top of the field that I work in, so I have a lot of admiration for Thomas, and hopefully I get time to sit down and talk to him and ask him a few questions and learn what I can.
As a younger manager, do you like to sort of study those managers that are at the very top and sort of look at how you can learn from them?
Yes, but it's difficult because you're so ingrained in what we're doing here every day that your time's limited, so you've only got so much time. And if you're going full throttle here, which we are Saturday, Tuesday a lot of the time, you try and watch as much as you can at the top level, and you try and catch up as much as you can. But there's no better learning than actually going against a peer like this. So I'm really excited personally. but it's not about me. It's about the club. It's about what the feeling is in the community now. The demographic of supporters that are wide ranging coming down tomorrow, and also the ones that are left behind. We saw that in the crowds or the attendances against Halifax and Kings Lynn. The club's really turned a corner. It's a really positive place to be, and this is just a marker of that.
Have you allowed yourself to dream of what an upset would be like?
Yeah, you've got to dream. So without dreams, I wouldn't be sitting here now. And a lot of players are fulfilling their dreams tomorrow, as well as myself. And it's just a really great day to be part of. And I'm really proud to manage this football club on a day like that.
I know we've talked about the impact this game's going to have on the club and the fans, but have you got a message for the supporters? They'll be very excited today in anticipation of this game. What would you say to them?
Similar to the players, it's a case of making sure from the moment you open your eyes tomorrow that whether you're coming or you're left behind, it's enjoying it as a true blue. It's making sure that you remember this day going forward, and the result will look after itself. We'll perform to our maximum like we have done all season, and it's a case of enjoying every player and enjoying the performance, but also enjoying it for themselves, because it's been a rocky road to get here in the last 5 years, 6 years, and we're on the up, and this is a marker of that. So enjoy the day and remember the day, and something to look back on and be proud of.
Quickly, is there any injury news or team news ahead of this one, James?
We're looking stronger. We've got some players back, but it's the same as the last two league games. We have to integrate them slowly and making sure that we don't lose anyone for the long term. Unfortunately, we lost Jack again, didn't we? For the long term, him coming back, but we were patient with him. Just an unfortunate reoccurrence of the rupture. So yeah, he's had his operation and he's out for the season, unfortunately. But Luke Kroll's back in the fold. Lawrence Maguire's back. Gavin Gunning's had 2 games under his belt now. So we're looking a lot stronger. So yeah, they'll be integrated into the game, and I'm sure between them, the ones that are coming back will get some minutes.
On the transfer front, there was a report yesterday saying that the club had made a bid for Harry Cardwell. Is there anything close there?
I don't like to comment on me now, Rob. I don't like to comment on other players that aren't ours. I won't do that. We are looking to add, because we've lost Jack and Danny Rowe at the moment. We're not sure when he can integrate back into the team. So to lose technicians such as Danny Rowe and Jack Clark are a big blow for us. We need to replace them, and I'm obviously working hard with the board to try and do that. I won't go into specifics about players until they're obviously signed up and our player.
Many thanks, James. All the best this week.
Thank you. Cheers.
Good morning, James.
Hi, good morning.
No doubt you've obviously watched Chelsea this week against Liverpool and Spurs. Did you manage to find any weaknesses?
Yeah, every team has got weaknesses. Every team's got pitfalls. For every strength that a team has, they have their pitfalls. So there are areas, obviously, we're working on to see if we can have our moments in the game. We've got to be realistic that those moments when we try and damage the opposition in our league will be a lot less. They'll be minimal. So that means we've got to be more ruthless when we get the opportunities. Both boxes will matter, as usual. But how we trap the space will be crucial, and the only influence we can have on the game will be ultimately how we do out of possession. We have to be realistic. But we have a way. We've been working on it the last few days now, and when I look at the opposition, I like to give credit to Thomas and the job he's done really since he's been there. It doesn't matter what level you've been at. His win ratios, the trophies he's won, it's a credit to him and his staff.
Obviously, every player in the squad will want to play tomorrow. Is it going to be hard to leave out some of those who are close?
No, because I don't shy away from those tough decisions. Look, we've got to pick the best team possible to get the best possible result. It doesn't change. We have to be professional in what we do, and then it would be unprofessional of me if I started changing tactics from what my coaching philosophy is or coaching values are. It's simply the best team, I think, to get the result will start, and then obviously the subs that come on the pitch will be the ones that I feel can influence best the game as the game goes on.
Has it been difficult to prepare for this one in terms of you don't really know what lineup Chelsea are going to go with?
Yes, they have a lot of resources in terms of what personnel could play. We're not sure at the moment who could put the shirt on. However, their principles of play are pretty the same. They can change their shape in and out of possession. We've seen that. So yes, that brings complications and can damage us in terms of if we're not prepared for each scenario. But whatever player that comes on the pitch, look, they've got world-class players throughout their squad. So I'm expecting obviously the toughest game we'll probably have this season, and we'll see how we go.
Tomorrow will also be the first game that Chesterfield have been involved in with VAR. Is that a positive for you?
Well, it's an outlier that's different to our normal environment in National League or Vanarama National League games. So yeah, we've spoken to the players. We have to prepare. Obviously, any outlier like that can influence the game. We have to be prepared for, and we are. So yes, it's new for us. So Gavin Gunner will have to be careful.
Is there any chance at all that Chesterfield can pull off the shock tomorrow?
Of course. If there wasn't a chance, I wouldn't be getting on the coach this afternoon. So of course there is. We have to believe. A lot of our form in the last year and a bit has been based on belief. So why not? Anything can happen. It's a game of football, and we're going into the battle fully prepared and trying to make those moments count.